Aliyekuwa mwanasheria mkuu Githu Muigai sasa hivi anaongea kuhusiana na uzinduzi wa kuzinduliwa kwa baadhi ya usajili wa vyama vya kisiasa, na ambapo naarifu kwa msajili wa vyama vya kisiasa Anderito pia yuko katika ukumbi hiyo. Tupate kusikia.
Is such an important institution given our history. And I can tell you this because there are many young people in this room, and I get very concerned sometimes, especially through this season. I have met young people who have told me, I don't know whether I want to vote. And all I have said to them is, I have voted every time since I was 18, and I always didn't vote for the candidate who won, but I am still voting. If at 35 you have no reason to vote, then my generation must take responsibility for not bringing you up in the correct way. Voting is everything. Voting is everything. If you don't vote, then you are saying, I don't care. And if I don't care, then one day you really will care. Like management gurus teach us, if you don't plan, you have planned. You have planned for failure. In the old days, the election was carried out from the Attorney General's office. Can you believe that? The election was carried out from the Attorney General's office. There was an officer there called the Director of Elections. Initially, he was a man called Mr. Montgomery. After he left, I think it was a Mr. Nyarongo or Nyarangi. Nyarongo or Nyarangi. To come from that situation 50 years ago, where Montgomery is not conducting the election. It is being conducted by the PC, the DC, and the DO on his behalf. Is it possible to say we have not made progress? We have. Yet, because we have made so much progress, we must be so vigilant not to slide back and lose the institutions we have made. That is why I was very privileged when I was asked to come and help to launch the political education sourcebook and other training materials, because I thought that this is one way that we will continue the struggle to strengthen the political party. I know we keep saying the family is the most important unit of the society. The political party is the most important unit of the political system. And we must strengthen it and protect it the same way we seek to protect the family as the most important center of our social life. We've come a long way with political parties. I was joking with the registrar earlier. I come from Kiambu, and no matter which direction you choose to head towards Kiambu, you will very quickly discover that every home has their own church, plus or minus. I challenge you to take the route to Banana Hill in that direction, and you will find not less than 70 churches in a 70-mile, in a 10-mile radius. And when I was the Attorney of the Republic, I thought that we should do something about it, and the rest is history. So I do not know whether we need to do something about the number of political parties that we have, so that we consolidate them and make them more effective, more vibrant. In Nigeria, a country slightly different from ours, but sometimes visited by the same challenges as ourselves, I think when the political parties reached 900 or thereabouts, In the new constitution they said there will only be 3 political parties, and they put them in the constitution. So you weigh your politics and find the one closest to you and get into it. I don't think we want to do that in Kenya, but I think it is important that we should have a consolidation process. I know that is happening through the coalitions, and I think it is great brilliance on your part that you are able to recognize that if we do not accommodate coalitions, we encourage further fragmentation, and our politics will be more shambolic without the coalitions. So I think that you have done a very, very good thing by allowing that. I think the management of the political parties fund is an important issue. Needless to say, money and politics make very, very bad bedfellows, and therefore all over the world there is a concern about how money and politics are regulated, and we haven't yet reached there here. We haven't the political consensus around it, but I am happy to know that you are concerned about a framework around that issue, and going forward we will be seeing some action. Last but not least, the media. I was live on the ground in 2007, 2008, and the aftermath, and made my way all the way to The Hague. And I can tell you this, as a person who had a ringside view on history, we must be very careful what we transmit by radio, by television, by social media, and so on. Because when the dominoes begin to fall, it is very, very difficult to put the country back. I get very concerned when the media elite begin to delegitimize state institutions. And you delegitimize state institutions by slowly beginning to create a doubt, not on evidence, but on hearsay, that is it possible that the registrar of political parties is not acting in a neutral manner, and then the narrative begins. And then you go to IEBC, then you go to the Political Parties Tribunal, you say most of the clerks come from Kiambu, and so on and so forth. These are very dangerous steps in the wrong direction. We must have some measure of trust in public institutions. We must trust judges. We cannot have a situation where we delegitimize the judiciary ahead of the contest. So it is my very humble.
Naam, huyo mtazamaji alikuwa ni aliyekuwa mwanasheria mkuu Githu Muigai akiongea tu katika hafla hiyo uzinduzi kuhusu utaratibu wa uchaguzi hususan kwa vyama vya kisiasa. Ni taarifa ambayo mwenzangu Ruth Wamboi amelivalia njuga na atatuletea hapo baadaye.